Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Hornets Hockey Network, your one and only source for all things Hornets hockey. My name is Rob Finger, alongside our videographer, Fu-Mei Tung. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for sectionals. Tonight's game is for one of the wildcard positions in the Division I bracket. And the two teams contesting for that position are the visiting Fulton Raiders and your FM Hornets. As we head to our scouting report, we'll see how these two teams stack up and who's got the better chance of moving on. Coming out of the regular season, Fulton didn't have their best year, emerging with a record of 4-12-2. They were able to pull off a few upsets, however, most notably beating out Liverpool 5-1 in this very building just 1 week ago. That made them 2 for 2 in victories against that particular team this season. We met with their head coach, Dan Bartlett, and asked them if they had a few keys for their team this game. Fulton keys to this game are, number 1, effort must be consistent through all 3 periods. Key number 2, they have to get kids in front of Chris Finger to get some chaos going. And key number 3, to defend their D-zone. The Hornets, similarly, did not have the regular season to remember, coming out with a record of 7-12. But they've held their own against bigger teams, keeping both Beeville and a resurgent Cazenovia team to only 3 goals, while that same Caz team absolutely annihilated the Fulton Raiders, beating them 15-1. We met with Hornets head coach Jim Wisnowski to ask him what his keys for his Hornets team were for tonight's matchup. Coach Wiz's keys tonight are, number 1, score first. Key number 2, limit their opportunities. And key number 3, win the neutral zone battles. When these two teams went head-to-head just before Christmas break, the Hornets were able to secure the victory, winning 4-1 in Fulton, with Jonas Osterley getting himself a hat trick against the Raiders. But let's dive deeper now and see who else has been up to their scoring ways. In the camp of the Raiders, there's a clear leader in points and goals, and that's one man, senior forward, number 7, John Dingman. He leads their goal tally by quite some margin, and he similarly leads the points column with 15 goals and 7 assists to his name, for a total of 22 points. In the assist column, however, we have a tie. Both junior forward, number 5, Nikolai Tartabone, and senior forward, number 21, Freddie White, have 8 assists in their tallies, but with Tartabone leading White in points, perhaps he's the one to keep a closer eye on. Guarding that Fulton net, it seems that senior goaltender, number 30, Trey White, has been the one that Fulton has relied on the most. With 501 minutes played, he has faced 408 shots, but in only saving 356 of those shots, he has earned himself a save percentage of .873. Not far behind him, though, sits senior goaltender, number 35, John Wallace. With 354 minutes in net, he's faced 279 shots, but in only saving 234 of those shots, he's gotten himself a percentage of .839. Let's see who the Raiders will rely on tonight. Buzzing over to the Hornets, and the top 2 are tied. Both sophomore forward, number 10, Joey Leveroni, and senior forward, number 6, Jonas Osterley, share a points count of 13, but each of them leads in their own category. The goals tally easily goes to Jonas Osterley with 10 on the board. The assists tally then goes to Joey Leveroni with 8 assists counted. Both have shown their hockey prowess this season, but who will come out on top? Will it be the sophomore speedster that is Joey Leveroni, or will it be the flamboyant scorer that is Jonas Osterley? That remains as one of the many questions that may be answered tonight. But one thing is for certain, and that's that the Hornets have only one goalie in their roster. But what a goalie that is! The singular Hornet between the pipes this year is sophomore goaltender number 31, Chris Finger. He has played 968 minutes in net for these Hornets this year, and this game will mark 1,000 minutes guarding the goal this season. But he's made the absolute most that he can out of those minutes, facing 790 shots in the process. Best of all, he's made more than a few saves out of those shots. In saving 711 of those shots, he leads the entire section in saves made. With that, he's earned himself a save percentage of exactly .900 after this regular season. And with performances like his masterclass of a shutout against Liverpool, it'll take more than a little effort for Fulton to find his twine. But all that's just stats, and it's time we saw some real hockey action. It's time we met who will step up first, because it's time for your starting lineups. Starting in goal for the Fulton Raiders is number 30, Trey White. Starting at defense is number 44, Ryan Long. Also at defense is number 12, Lucas Nelson. Starting at forward, number 9, Nick Long. Also starting forward, number 5, Nico Tardebon. Lastly, starting at forward is number 21, Fred White. And now the starting lineup for your FM Hornets. Starting in goal, number 31, Chris Finger. Starting at defense, number 22, Gavin Patnode. Also at defense, number 21, Walker Thompson. Starting at forward, number 4, Jack Lolick. Also starting forward, number 26, Brady Moore. And last but not least, starting at forward, number 5, Nico Capriati. The boys are buzzing in the barn as we get set for tonight's wild card contest. Who will be moving on in this sectional tournament? Will the Raiders lay siege to the hive of the Hornets? Or will the Hornets swarm through these Raiders, defend their hive, and head onward in this tournament? All that and more will be determined here tonight. And the one and only place to watch all the action is here on the Hornets Hockey Network. It's Raiders versus Hornets as we get set for game time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hornets Hockey Network. And that opening faceoff here rather quickly was won back by the Hornets. Walker Thompson getting it over for Gavin Patnode. Patnode losing it, though. As Fred White tried to take it in the zone there. Gavin Patnode, though, coming out with it towards the center shot. And it goes wide of the net. Apologies if I sound a little out of my breath. I just had to run over from doing the opening announcements here. Putting a little bit of energy into this building early. D, though, keeping it in for the Hornets. Fulton, though, trying to get possession back. As he comes out for Capriati, he chooses to try to put it in the corner there. But Fulton will get it out, courtesy of Fred White. Coming in, though, was Nick Tartabone. Or Nico Tartabone. So you're on the corner with it. Gets it up for Luke Nelson, who shoots it, and it goes off the pads there. We'll go over to the other boards. FM getting it out of the zone. But Fulton trying to get it right back in as the FM Hornets change. But getting that way out of the net, or out of the zone, I should say, was Gavin Patnode. But that'll be an icing with 15:51 left to go in the first. Face off, one back by the Hornets, but Fulton getting it into the corner, though. Or at least trying to before Brian Tonkovich stopped it on the boards there. Getting it in deep was Fulton. On the boards there, though, is Charlie Lorraine and Jonas Oshley, both fighting for it. They'll square it out towards the face-off dot there. Getting it was Colton Ives, getting it up for Joey Leveroni. Picking it up, though, is Charlie Lorraine. Coming up the boards into Fulton's zone, shoots it, and it goes wide of the net, and it's scooped up by Trey White. $15:23 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the left of Trey White. One back by the Hornets. Shot there. Gets deflected into the corner, though. Jonas Oshley tried to get it towards the center. Just nobody was there. Fulton taking it out now through the center off the boards. Getting it into the corner there as a big hit was put on him. Fulton now getting on the boards again. Point man shot. Save made by Finger. 15:04 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the left of Chris Finger in the Hornets zone. Fulton winning it back. Shot. Save made by Finger. FM getting a little bit of a change here. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. One back by the Hornets. Gavin Patnode getting it around. Walker Thompson and Brady Moore will go to chase it. Moore picking it up, getting it towards the center there. And out of the zone, though. But Fulton will send it right back in. Walker Thompson picking it up now. Thompson up for Capriati. Capriati up for Lawlick. But Lawlick doesn't quite get it. He gets it now, though, in the center. Coming up the side now, putting it into the corner in Fulton's end. Fulton, coming around there. Comes back out towards the center, though. Brady Moore tried to put a shot on, but it went just wide. And going in there was Lucas Nelson. Getting it up for Nico Tartabone. Tartabone coming in, denied, though, by Gavin Patnode at the blue line. Picking it up, though, was Fulton, courtesy of Tyler Bertrand. But Fulton will not keep it in at this time. Walker Thompson sending it over for Gavin Patnode. Patnode trying to get it across there, but coming in is Fulton. Looking for some opportunity, sends it across, but nobody's there to capitalize. Fulton will send it back into the corner, though. Charlie Lorraine and Gavin Patnode both putting in work on the boards. Fulton, though, will come out of it, courtesy of Daniel Devendorf. Getting towards the center there, Fulton will keep it in and try to put a shot on, but nothing will come of it. He gets it up for almost Capriati, but it will not go. It'll go on net, though. Trey White will turn it away. FM getting it back in the center there, courtesy of Joey Leveroni. But Fulton will get it back into the Hornets' end. Charlie Lorraine with it now. Looking to control it a little bit or pass it up there. Goes into the corner off a stick of Fulton. tried to get it up for Joey Leveroni. He just bounced too much there. Leveroni will take it, though, into the Fulton end. Shot, and it saved my Trey White after it approached him slowly. Joey Leveroni almost got there before the puck did. 13:15 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the right of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders zone. Fulton winning it forward there all the way to the other corner of the defensive zone there, coming up the side. Looking over his options, takes it around the net. Comes back around, doesn't get a shot off though. Michael Leduc will deny him. He tried to get it up for Connor McDonald, but it'll go back into the hands of Fulton and to Tyler Bertrand. He gets it over for Ryan Long there. But on those boards, the Hornets working. It'll squirt out for Teddy Smart. He just barely got it there. He shied away from it for a minute, but Will Sanson will pick it up off the board, send it into Fulton's end. Leduc getting it there, trying to get it towards the center, but Fulton will repossess it, getting it out of their zone into the Hornets' end now. Passes it back, shot, and it goes over the net. Back around for Bertrand. He tried to get it towards the center there. Brightman shoots, save made by Finger. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. FM winning it forward there, courtesy of Nico Capriati. He's off and running, but Fulton will stop him at that red line, sending it back into the Hornets' end. Ryan Tonkovich picking it up now for the Hornets, looking to make some moves with it, send it back there even. Fulton putting some hits on, getting it towards the center there, but it goes over to the other boards. Capriati will get it off the glass, and that'll go into Fulton's end there. FM and Fulton, not good for the mouth to say quickly. Charlie Lorraine tried to get it over for Brian Tonkovich there. Picking it up, though, was Lucas Nelson of the Fulton Raiders. Charlie Lorraine almost leaving it there on the boards. Faces some pressure there from Fulton. It comes out towards the center, but Brady Moore will pick it up for the Hornets. Getting it off the board and out of the zone. But sending it back in there was John LaPlante. Lorraine over for Capriati. He will dump it into the zone there. Almost catching it there was Lucas Nelson. Nelson setting it up for Gavin Rodman. Rodman coming in. Dropping it there to no one except for Jonas Osterley. He comes up the side into Fulton's end. Makes a move once. Comes around, shot, and it's saved by Trey White. Holden Ives working in the corner. They're getting it over for Jonas Osterley. But Fulton trying to repossess it here. Osterley will come out with it. Joey Leveroni picking it up now. Sending it over for Ives. Ives shoots. Scores! And Golden Ives on a beautiful passing play from Joey Leveroni and Jonas Osterley. He will be the first one to put on the board. Wow, what a passing play there. It's almost as if the defense wasn't there. Osterley passing it up for Leveroni. Leveroni quickly over for Ives, and they put it in, found some twine. Tonkovich there trying to get it out there. Fulton, though, coming back in, sending it over, but nobody will catch it. And Golden Ives will get it further. Jonas Osterley going for it now. He's put on some jets. But getting that was Tyler Bertrand. Bertrand getting it over for Ryan Long. Long all the way up there. It's stick down. And the high sticking is waved off. Charlotte Lorraine coming around the goal with it. Up the side, looking over his options. Doesn't see anybody to pass it to. He'll take it himself, putting it on net there, but it goes wide. Joey Leveroni working it in the corner there. It goes out for Connor McDonald. McDonald trying to send it back down deeper. Going back into the corner was Connor McDonald there. Going in to put some pressure on was Will Sanson, and that puck was sitting there in the corner before Fulton, courtesy of Nick Schremp. Pick it up, though, but Connor McDonald coming out with it. Will try to come across, but won't get a shot off. Fulton now trying to get it out of the zone there as it squirts out towards the center, keeping it in those pat notes, sending it back into the corner. Will Sanson will chase. Sand zone. Gonna get back in there. Fulton, though, getting it way hard around. And they will get it out of the zone. But Gavin Patnode going for it. Looking over for Walker Thompson. Gets a hard pass up there for Michael LeDuc. He'll go in to put some forechecking on. The Fulton Raiders will get it out of the zone. Coming in on a turnover. 2-on-1 shot. Save made by Finger. And oh boy. The Hornets defensive woes showing their ugly head early here. They cannot have turnovers like that, especially at the red line. Where Fulton just gets an odd man rush. Now putting a shot on. Shot scores. And Fulton are able to tie the score there with a rebound of a shot. And Chris Finger expecting that first shot, but no, it was stopped by traffic. And Fulton putting it in the net. FM winning that faceoff forward there. Brady Moore going at it like an animal. Fulton, though, coming back in, a big hit put on by Charlotte Lorraine. But Fulton will break it into the zone there, but it's covered by Chris Finger. With 9:26 left to go in this first period. The faceoff is to his right in the FM zone. Fulton trying to win that faceoff back. They do. Shot! And it goes wide of the net. Gonna get out, though, with the Hornets. Joey Leveroni putting the Jets on. Going back in. Looking around the net for some opportunities. Trey White able to deny that. Fulton trying to get it out there. It's stuck under Lucas Nelson there. Jonas Oshley on his knees there. Getting towards the center, but Fulton, courtesy of Ryan Long, will get it out of their own zone. Getting it back, though, or the Hornets, but not before they can turn it over to the Fulton. Lucas Nelson coming back in. Shot. Save made by Finger. He'll turn it away. Joey Leveroni will get it out of the zone. Fulton getting it back there, but that will be a bit too early and a bit too long. That's an icing, as he was not over the red line. 8:40 left to go in this first period of play. Face off now to the right of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders zone. Face off one forward by Fulton. They'll get it quickly out of the zone there. Getting it up for Nick Long. Coming towards the center, and no shot comes off. It'll go into the corner, back up to the point man. Point man back to the boards. He'll come around over to the other point. He'll come in and shoot. And it's a rebound there. And they're unable to find Twine as Chris Finger will cover it. Oh boy, these FM Hornets have to get control of those loose pucks in the middle. Too many chances too early. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. One back by the Hornets. Fulton, though, getting it around the circle. Looking over some opportunities here. He falls down, though. And Charlotte Lorraine will get it out of the zone for the Hornets. Fulton, no, getting it back in their own zone, getting it out. And that will be an icing after a failed stretch pass there was not caught. $7:57 left to go in this first period. The Hornets out shooting these Fulton Raiders 3-1 almost. Face off to the right of Trey White. One back by the Hornets. Back to Patnode. Patnode putting a shot on, but it goes into the corner. Walker Thompson will keep it in, but not before Fulton trying to get it out there on the boards. They do get it out, but it goes to Jonas Osterley, who gets it over for Gavin Patnode, sending it back into the corner there. Lucas Nelson almost falling down there. And Fulton will get it out of the zone there, but quickly coming up there is number 5, Nico Tardabone. Or Nico Tardabone, I should say. Going around. He loses it, though. It'll go out of the zone. He will possess it himself. Fred White sending it off the glass into FM's end. Getting it there. Kevin Patnode leaving it for Jonas Osterley. Osterley has a bit of room here as Fulton went for a change. Going through the Fulton line here. Passing it back to Ives. Ives with a shot. Save made by Trey White. And that was picked up and left for Trey White to cover by one of those Fulton Raiders. They did not want a risk of a loose puck in the slot. 6:57 left to go in this first period. Face off one to the side and back there. Brian Tankovic faces some pressure there as Fulton will get it into the Hornets' end. Charlotte Lorraine almost losing it there. What a crucial spot to lose the puck, if you ask me. The Hornets will get it back into the other corner. Brian Tankovic trying to get it off the boards there. Fulton will keep it in. Shot, and it goes wide of the net. Drew Fitz there getting a bit of a hit from one of the Fulton players, Gavin Rodman. Fulton will get it back into the corner. Towards the center there, but nothing will come of it as Dmitry Sergeev gets some pressure put on by Daniel Devendorf. Coming back in, though. Shot, save made by Finger. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. One back by the Hornets. Kevin Patnode putting it into the corner. But Fulton, though, getting that possession back. They will keep it in, courtesy of Lucas Nelson. Walker Thompson sending it around there. Nico Capriati is unable to get it, but Ryan Long sending it back in. Fulton getting it back towards the center, though, but it's covered by Chris Finger. The faceoff will be to his right with 5:54 left to go in the first. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, follow us at our Instagram page at FM Hornets Hockey, where you can see all the latest news and updates, including pictures and video of your FM Hornets team. Fulton there, getting it back in their own zone, but intercepting it was Golden Ives. He'll go for it in the corner, losing it though. Lucas Nelson coming around the corner with it. Breaking it out for Fulton. Gets it off the boards there. He's all alone. And Chris Finger will choose to deflect it away. He almost does it. It comes back towards the center. And Chris Finger will cover it. Wow, what a risky move that was to come so far out of his net when it was just him and a Fulton Raider between that puck. .5:27 left to go in this first period. Face off now to the right of Chris Finger after that stretch pass there. And all alone for the Fulton Raiders. One to the side there. Ryan Tonkovich leaving it up for Joey Lavaroni. They'll put some jets on through the center. Shot. Save made by Trey White as he scoops it up. .5:18 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the right of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders zone. Some of those Fulton Raiders going back to the locker room for something. Coming back in, though, for the Hornets. It's dropped. One back to the Hornets. Michael LeDuc sending it over for Connor McDonald, who sends it into the corner. Will Sanzone will chase. Coming out, though, is Fulton with that puck. Getting it up there. Trying to break out. You get it out of their zone. Up for Nico Tardabone. He's all alone. And he doesn't get a shot off. He got it towards the side there. But nobody was able to capitalize. Lucas Nelson trying to work it in the corner there. But coming out with it are the Hornets into the Fulton zone here. And it towards Trey White, and he will choose to cover that with 4:44 left to go in the first. Face off, one forward by the Hornets. They shoot it, but it goes off, I believe, the mask there of Trey White. He gets another shot and puts it in the corner. Fulton there, trying to get it out, though, but it's stopped by Lalick. It'll go towards the center, though. Almost keeping it in was Nick Sergeev. Going back in, Fulton, denied there by Sergeev. We'll get it in the corner. Jack Lalick picking it up. Coming around. And he loses it in the center. But picking it up there was Walker Thompson, getting it surely out of the FM Hornets zone now. Coming into Fulton's end. Puts it on net, but it's rebounded there. Nico Capriati was almost there to get it. But Jack Lalick keeping it in the zone here, trying to send it towards the center. But Fulton will get it out of their zone. Sergeev, though, picking it up for the Hornets. Leaving it there in the center, though, as it went off the skate of Brady Moore. He'll try to make up for it as Nick Sergeev picking it back up and getting a hit put on him, though. And another hit as he goes spinning around, and you will choose to go to the bench. Charlotte Lorraine coming around the goal with it, facing some pressure. Coming across. And you will get through that pressure. Coming into Fulton's end, he loses it, though. Coming back. Gavin Rodman sending it across. He'll almost get it back there, but it went off the stick of Colton Ives behind the net. Ives, though, trying to get it out of the zone there is number 10. Daniel Devendorf did not know where that puck was. It'll get all the way back into Fulton's end. Joey Leveroni almost going for it there. Neither of them knew where it was. I think that Fulton player thought that Leveroni had taken it. He takes it now, gets it towards Jonas Osterley there, up for Colton Ives, but he doesn't catch that very well. He is able to get it back to Osterley, though, and Ives will try to shoot it, but it's deflected all the way up in the netting, protecting the scoreboard. 2:53 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the right of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders' end. Face off one to the side there. Fulton trying to pick it up, though, but Joey Leveroni will put it into the corner. Trying to set something up for FM now. Getting some pressure put on him by Ryan Long. Back to Osterley. Osterley looking over his options. Sends it back for Charlotte Lorraine. Lorraine with a shot, and it's deflected, and it almost went in, though, but it just goes wide. Ryan Long trying to get it out for the Fulton Raiders, and he does. It was almost kept in there by the Hornets, but getting it deflected there. He puts a shot on, it's deflected, but it's still saved by Chris Finger. Back to him, shot, save, made again. And Charlotte Lorraine will put it way around the horn there. And Ryan Long for the Fulton Raiders will be forced to chase it. That will not be an icing as it didn't go far enough. Getting a stretch pass all the way over for Nico Tartabone. But coming in there is Fulton's number 11, Gavin Rodman. Coming up now is Connor McDonald. He gets a hit put on him by Daniel Devendorf. And Fulton handling it in their own zone, trying to get it out, though. Michael LeDuc, though, keeping it in. He goes towards the center. Fulton will get it back, though. They will get it up for Gavin Rodman. He almost made a move around Walker Thompson there. He gets a hit put on him, though. Will Sanzone trying to get it up for Connor McDonald there, but that pass just didn't go. That'll be an icing. .130 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. Face off. One back by the Hornets. They'll try to get it to the side there. Fulton, though, trying to pick it up, though. Connor McDonald trying to get that off the boards. Trying to avoid a hit if possible. It's sent in on Chris Finger, and he will save it. With 1:16 left to go in the first. .116 left to go in this first period of play. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. As Fulton winning that face off back to the point man. He almost got some pressure put on him. He will send it into the corner, though. Ryan Tonkovich faces some pressure there. They'll get it out, the FM Hornets. And Brady Moore coming up with it. Trying to make some moves. It's in his feet, though. He's unable to control it very well. 1 minute left to go in this first period. Lalick tried to put a shot on, but Fulton getting it back, though. Nico Capriati trying to pickpocket, but they will rush it up. Getting it up for Fred White. He almost left it there for Nick Long. But he will put it around into the corner. Lucas Nelson getting it up, though, is Nico Capriati. He'll get it out of the zone. And Fulton will have to regroup as they get that puck back. Looking over his options. He gets a stretch pass up for Nico Tardabone. And he's up, and he doesn't catch it. Nick Long. Fulton trying to get it towards the center there. Ryan Tonkovich getting it over for Charlie Lorraine, who gets it up and off the boards. Fulton will keep it in. Lorraine tries the other side, gets it over for Nico Capriati. 10 seconds left. Looking over his options, trying to make some moves. Puts it on Trey White, and it almost picked that corner there, but it goes wide. And that'll do it for our first period of play here at the Toyota Coliseum. The score after one, it is tied at 1 between the Fulton Raiders and the FM Hornets. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. This is cooking up to be quite the entertaining game here tonight. So don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. We will be back for second period of action here on the Hornets Hockey Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hornets Hockey Network. We're here at the Toyota Coliseum for tonight's game between the Fulton Raiders and your FM Hornets, where the score is currently tied at 1. Keep in mind, this is in the playoffs. We are now in the sectional tournament. This is one of the wild card spots for Division I. And the score is currently tied as we head into period 2. And with that, this second period of hockey action will get underway. And as is tradition, we will change sides for this second period of play. One goalie's ready. Two goalies are ready. We're all ready. And the faceoff was one to the side there and one forward by Fulton. Taking it into the Hornets' end, but it's denied there by Gavin Patnode. As Joey Leveroni comes in, puts a shot on, but it's covered by Trey White as he scrambles to put his glove on it. 16:46 left to go in this second period of play. Face off to the left of Trey White in the Fulton zone. One forward there by Jonas Osterley. Joey Leveroni going to get it off the boards there, but Fulton getting a breakout going, coming up for a 2-on-1. Shot, save made by Finger. Gavin Patnode, and it went off the ref's skate there. He tried to get a breaking pass going up. The goal for Joey Leveroni, though. He tried to get it through the legs of that number 9, Nick Long. It'll go to the other side for Colton Ives. Ives getting it up for Leveroni. Leveroni and Osterley, 2-on-1 here. And it's, he missed the pass to Osterley. Put it behind his feet. And it'll go back into the Hornets' end. Walker Thompson getting it up for Osterley. Osterley getting it across there. Colton Ives will have to chase it. But Fulton will get it back and get it the other way there. His number 11, Gavin Rodman, was right there, but he did not touch it because that would have been an offsides. Fulton getting it back into the Hornets' end, though. But a little too fast. That will be an icing as he released it before that red line. 15:45 left to go in this second period of play. Face off to the right of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders' end. Face off. One forward by Fulton. They get it up into the Hornets bench there. Off a deflection. And thankfully, those Hornets on the bench are pretty resilient. They can take a puck or two. Ref's now getting another puck for us to play with here. Face off again to the right of Trey White. Referee directing where the centers should put their sticks here. FM will win it. Capriotti trying to get it towards the center there. He got it up for Charlie Lorraine. Lorraine with a shot. It goes through Trevor. Brady Moore with it. Capriotti shoots. And man, it was saved by Trey White. But that goal was just off its pegs. And I'm not sure that would have been called a goal. $15:28 left to go in this second period of play. Face off now to the left of Trey White. Face off one to the side there. Fulton getting it for themselves. Getting it out of the zone, coming through the middle. Get it over, and that will be an offsides as that puck entered the zone after one of the Fulton players did. 15-19 left to go in this second period of play. Face off in the neutral zone on the opposite side of the Fulton Raiders bench. Fulton winning it back, regrouping with it, goes D to D. Getting it up for the forwards here. They'll get a play going. In alone, shot scores. And Gavin Rodman for the Fulton Raiders, they will go up a goal 2-1 in this game. These Hornets, hopefully they've gotten a bit of a realization here. They have to get themselves in gear. Keep in mind, earlier this year, these Hornets were able to beat the Raiders 4-1 at the Raiders' home. Fulton getting it in their own zone here. Picking it up in the corner, getting it off the boards. FM will keep it in. Jonas Osterley going for it in the corner. So does Colton Ives, but keeping it in is Walker Thompson. Thompson keeping it again as they're still fighting along those boards. Jonas Osterley and Colton Ives will put it behind the net. Fulton will pick it up, though. Getting it off the boards and out of the zone. Getting a rush up. They'll put it into the corner. Dumping it in and chasing. Walker Thompson almost shying away from that hit there. They'll try to get it up on the boards. Keeping it in, though, is Fulton. It goes back to the net of Chris Finger. He'll knock it away for Gavin Patnode. Patnode coming around the corner. He gets a hit put on him, and it'll go to Jonas Osterley. He gets a hit put on him. Patnode trying to get it over for Leveroni there, but taking it are the Fulton Raiders. They'll get it back to Ryan Long. And keeping that is Jonas Osterley trying to come up there, but a little bit too much pressure was put on him. He almost gave up on that play. Still the Hornets have it on the opposite half of the ice. Fulton, though, getting it in the Hornets' end. Coming across, shot, save made by Chris Finger. .13:52 left to go in this second period of play. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. In the Hornets' end. And 2-1 is the score in favor of Fulton. Getting it off the face-off there was Capriati. He's unable to take it far as it goes to the other side there. Brady Moore trying to get it up, but keeping it in is number 24, Tyler Bertrand. Get it in the corner there was Charlie LeRaid. He'll get it up the boards after he fell down. Keeping it in though is Tyler Bertrand. Getting it over for his fellow player there. He'll come around for it, trying to get it in the center, and it's still loose around there. And covering that was Chris Finger. It's Charlie LeRaid, one of those Raiders players. I believe that is 21, Fred White. Not exactly agreeing here. With 13:25 left to go in the second. Face off to the left of Chris Finger in the Hornets' end. One back by Fulton. Ryan Long takes a shot, but it goes wide. Charlie LeRain trying to get it up for Connor McDonald there. Getting that back, though, was Fulton. Charlie LeRain, along with Brian Tonkovich. Tonkovich will come out with it. Get it up for Michael LeDuc. LeDuc coming up the side, trying to pass it over there. Sanzone will go in the zone. Getting it up for Connor McDonald. McDonald over, but it didn't get put in there. And Kevin Pando tried to put a shot on. It was almost deflected by Michael Sanzone. Sanzone tried to send it back in there, and chaos is going on here in the Fulton Raiders' end. I can barely keep up with it. Will Sanzone behind the net there. Fulton trying to get it out, though. It's blocked by the leg there. If Connor McDonald keeping it in is Gavin Patnode. Send it across, shot, save made by Trey White. .12:32 left to go in this second period of play. Face off to the left of Trey White. One to the side there. Osterley trying to take a shot, but it gets deflected into the corner. Joey Leveroni making a move there. He goes the other way. Pass it over to Osterley. Osterley's unable to get a clean shot off. And it's scooped up by Trey White as it comes across his crease. 12:21 left to go in this second period of play. Face off to the right of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders zone. One to the side there. Fulton getting it back, putting it into the other corner and up the boards. Trying to get a breakout going here, but getting that in, though, is Colton Ives. It's still in there, though. Lucas Nelson coming out with it. It gets deflected there. He'll put it up. And Fulton going back into the Hornets' end. They'll protect that puck, sending it in on net, but it goes wide. Fulton keeping that in. Courtesy of Nick Schreb, trying to send it towards the center there, but it goes wide. Fulton getting it back on the point, sending it back in, but coming out with it is Jonas Osterley. Osterley going up the side here, looks across, send it over for Gavin Padnote, and he's unable to get a shot off. Getting it around there, Freddie White, all the way around, and that'll be an icing. Because I believe number 5, Nico Tardabone, was unable to catch that stretch of a pass. And a good thing, too, he would have been all alone. Him versus Chris Finger. Face off to the right of Trey White. Face off one by Fulton. Trying to get it out, though. Keeping it in is Charlie Lorraine. Dimitri Sergeev going in and put some pressure on. He knocked the puck out of Tyler Bertrand's stick there. Drew Fitz sending it towards the center, but picking it up is Ryan Long. Coming up the side, and it gets deflected. He'll put it in, and then shot will not come off. It'll come towards the center and knocking that away. And out of harm's way was Charlie Lorraine, and a penalty will be coming on Fulton. And Fulton will get a penalty. Number 4, Dylan Burke, 2 minutes for roughing. And now the Hornets will be on the power play. And they get some opportunities going with these Elite 5. Face off one to the side there. Fulton trying to get it out of the zone. Taking that, though, is Jonas Osterley getting it over for Charlie Lorraine, who looks to set it up. Over to Osterley. Osterley with a shot. Scores! And Jonas Osterley has tied the game. So much for a power play there. He passed it over, got it back, and found some twine. And that will be his 11th goal of the season, as Charlie Lorraine gets his 4th assist of the season. Tying it up, though, is Fulton, getting it back into the Hornets' end, but he loses it to Brian Tonkovich. He'll send it up for Michael LeDuc. He will send it to the other side. Number 18, Jack Hayes, he will send it into the Hornets' end for Charlie Lorraine to pick up. He makes a move there against Anthony Resignano. Ryan Tonkovich with it in the corner, getting it over for Charlie Lorraine. Lorraine coming up the side, looking over his options. Comes through the center, puts a shot on, but it goes wide. Bill Sansone with it in the corner, trying to send it towards the center there, but Fulton will get it high and out of their zone, and that will be an icing. Face off to the right of Trey White. And the end of the Fulton Raiders. Face off one to the side there. Fulton trying to get it out of the zone. Tied it up, and Fulton will take it. Getting it knocked away, though, by Teddy Smart. Smart will get it back in the Hornets' end, however. Trying to send it off the boards, but Fulton will intercept it. Taking it around, but getting that is Joey Leveroni coming up the side out of the Hornets' end. Into Fulton's end now. Looking across, sends it on the pads of Trey White. He'll turn that into the corner. Joey Leveroni will go back into the corner. It's Colton Ives. Put it in there for him. Leveroni. Over to Ives. Ives losing it there. Gets over for almost Leveroni. It bounced away from him, though, and Fulton will get it out of the zone, and that will be yet another icing. 9:17 left to go in this second period of play. Face off now to the left of Trey White in Fulton's end. Face off one back by the Hornets. Charlotte Lorraine took a shot, but it got deflected off the leg of Gavin Rodman for the Fulton Raiders. Getting it back though is Charlotte Lorraine. Looking around. Turns back the other way. Behind his net for some room. Trying at least to get it up for Brady Moore. It'll go into the hands of Fulton. Coming on the other way. Try to get it up there. He will dump it in the zone. Picking it up there is Charlotte Lorraine, getting some pressure put on him. He will reverse it to Brian Tonkovich. Fulton, though, getting it and almost putting his shot on. They passed it across, but they weren't able to get a clean one on. And picking that up there was Jack Lawlick. Keeping it in the nose, Fulton. Brian Tonkovich will send it the other way. Nico Capriati trying to send it over for Lawlick. And getting that in is Fulton. Brian Tonkovich gets some pressure put on by Daniel Devendorf. Catching that and putting it back down on his stick was Charlotte Lorraine, taking it out of the FM end now. He loses that. And it'll be deemed a delayed offsides here. As Fulton getting it out of their own zone now. Lawlick with it, facing some pressure, coming up the boards, dumping it just into the zone there. He's unable to forecheck very effectively. It'll go out. Up for Freddie White. He'll put that in. And Gavin Patnow getting it off the boards for Walker Thompson. But getting that is Fulton. And it goes back towards the net. He'll send it back towards the center. Coming around the circle and they're trying to put a shot on, but he doesn't get a shot off. And Will Sanzone getting it up for Capriati. Michael LeDuc trying to dump it in there. Almost keeping it that way was Gavin Patnow. Walker Thompson trying to get it off the boards there, but it's intercepted by Nico Tardibone. They'll take it in the FM zone. Putting it over to the other side. McDonald, back for Walker Thompson, back to McDonald. Gets it over for Fulton, though. Deflects it over for Ryan Long, and it's off the legs there of Will Sanzone. And almost knocking that out was Michael LeDuc. Getting it out now was Gavin Patnow. Will Sanzone in the zone, gets a big hit put on. And Fulton will get a penalty again, this time for cross-checking. And the Hornets will have yet another power play. Can these Elite Five do anything else tonight? Well, they're starting with it right where they started that last power play. We'll see if anything can come this time. 6:58 left to go in the second. Hornets now on a power play due to that penalty for cross-checking on the Fulton Raiders. Putting it to the side. Fulton trying to get it out. Keeping it in, though, is Charlotte Lorraine. Back to Lorraine. Lorraine coming in with a shot. Saved by Trey White. And he will choose to cover it. As Golden Knives got that puck as he was down on his knees. And he was able to put that back into the pads of Trey White. Trying to find some twine any way he can. 6:45 left to go in the second. Face off one back by the Hornets to Charlotte Lorraine. Lorraine walking across, looking to set it up. Get it over for Oshley. Oshley back to Lorraine. Lorraine with a shot. Save made, rebound, and it's not capitalized on. But Joey Leveroni, nonetheless, will get it back in the corner. Sending it over for Oshley. Oshley coming around. Working it over for Charlotte Lorraine. Lorraine back down to Patnow. He gets it off his skate, not his stick, though. He's unable to control it very well. Patnow coming back out with it. Trying to put it in the pads of Trey White. Joey Leveroni. Back up for Ives. Shoots. Scores! And Golden Ives will have his second of the night. And the Hornets, with 6:10 left to go in the second, will get their second power play goal of this event. And they will retake that lead. Face off. One forward by Fulton. Lorraine getting it over for Tonkovic. Tonkovic up for Capriati. Capriati almost got it off the boards there, but a big hit was put on by Lucas Nelson. And the Fulton Raiders will get it back into the Hornets' end. Trying to get it off there. Ryan Long keeping it in for the Fulton Raiders. And he will not keep it in again. He will retreat. Dumping it in now. Lalick putting it down with his glove. But getting it over for Lucas Nelson. He tried to put a hit on. Nico Capriati tried to put a hit on at least. Emphasis on the word tried, unfortunately, though. And Lucas Nelson putting a big hit on Capriati now. Lalick coming in with it. Brady Moore with a shot, but it's gloved away by Trey White. And Nico Capriati is not happy over on that Hornets bench, slamming his stick against the top of the boards. He and number 12, Lucas Nelson, shared a few blows that last shift. Well, we'll see what happens on this one. Fulton winning it forward, getting it to the other side, but pressure put on by Connor McDonald. It's taken out by Michael LeDuc. He gets a shot put on, and Walker Thompson putting his shot on now. But it goes into the corner. Fulton will get it out. Walker Thompson dumping it back in. Hornets now going back in. Will Sanzone in the zone. Getting it off, there's Ryan Long coming back into the center. Fulton controlling it though. Knocked away by Connor McDonald. McDonald still fighting in that corner. Will Sanzone in to help him. But coming out with that was Anthony Riscignano. And Fulton will get it out of their own zone. Up to Daniel Devendorf. Devendorf coming in. He gets it knocked away by Teddy Smart. Will Sanzone will come in to help. Getting it over for Smart. Trying to get it off the boards there. Pass Resignano. It'll get back into the hands of Fulton. They'll get it up to the D-man. D-man back to the boards. He deflects it behind the net. Back out to the center man. D-man shoots. And it's deflected over to the other boards. The other D-man will shoot. It's deflected still. And it's in that center. They tried to put a shot out, but it went wide. Back towards the center there. Thankfully controlling it was Walker Thompson. He'll take it around the net. Getting it up for Michael LeDuc. He's able to control it. Putting it on net. Trey White will cover that. For a stoppage of play with 3:50 left to go in the second. Face off to the right of Trey White. In the Fulton end. Hornets getting it back, but not for long. Fulton able to put some pressure on. Jonas Oshley sending it back over and almost putting it in there. It was Joey Leveroni trying to put some rebounds on, but covering that was Trey White once again. Face off to the right of Trey White. Face off one back into the corner by Fulton. Whiffing it there, though, was Fulton Raiders, one of their players. Getting it up, though, for Freddie White. Coming into the zone, gets some pressure put on by Jonas Oshley. Oshley will go in for that. Knocking it away for Colton Ives. He'll try to get a breakout going here. Still with it in the corner. Fighting along those boards. Oshley will come out with it through some players. Getting it up for Brian Tonkovic. Tonkovic up for Leveroni. Leveroni making some moves. Shoots it over the net, though. Almost keeping that in there was Charlotte Lorraine. Fulton will get it out. Looking for some chances as it goes into the corner. Brian Tonkovic knocking it away for Jonas Oshley of the FM Hornets. Oshley trying to send it across there. And FM finally able to get it out here. Putting the Jets on, though, was Joey Leveroni. The two Joes out on the ice. Keeping that from going very far, though, was Gavin Patnode. Charlotte Lorraine trying to dump it in as he came out across the red line there. Got deflected off of Nick Long, number 9. Sending a stretch pass up. And that icing is waved off due to a deflection. And number 12, Lucas Nelson and Nico Capriati back at it again, exchanging hits. Davin Patnode with it, faces some pressure, puts it off the boards. Fulton will keep it in with a shot. Save made by Finger. It's still in there, and Chris Finger will cover it with 2:01 left to go in the second. .201 left to go in the second. Face-off one back by the Hornets. Walker Thompson going in for it. Fulton will get it back. Try to set something up here. Try and get it towards the center. Walker Thompson will get that for the Hornets. Skating it himself. Coming into the Fulton zone. He shoots, and it's saved by Trey White. A rebound was put wide of the net. And Trey White will scramble to cover that with 1:42 left to go in the second. Face off to the right of Trey White. Fulton winning it back. Jack Lawlick, though, trying to put some pressure on here. Fulton getting in the corner, having some time, keeping it almost in, though, was Walker Thompson. He kept it in along the boards, but Fulton was able to get it out. Lawlick, though, trying to get it off the glass, but the glass wasn't there. Instead, it was the bench. .124 left to go in this second period of play. Face off in the center at the ref's discretion as to where that puck was last released. They deem it was closest to the center, so the Hornets will win that face-off back off the center. Getting it back for Charlotte Lorraine. Lorraine trying to get it up for Leveroni, though. It did not go off him, and that icing will be waved off as that Fulton player was able to get it. Both of them, though, fall down. Brian Long for Fulton getting his stick on that puck there. Lucas Nelson getting it off the boards and out of Fulton's end. Osterley over for Tonkovic. Tonkovic up for Leveroni. Coming back into the zone. Ian Colton Ives looking for some plays, but Colton Ives just wasn't there. Instead, Fulton will get it out of the zone. Shot of Lorraine. Over for Jonas Osterley. Back up for Brian Tonkovic on the other side. He gets tripped up there along the blue line. Coming back in for it was Colton Ives. He'll leave it for Osterley. He'll give Brian Tonkovic another chance. He bobbles it, though. And Charlotte Lorraine is in there to help him as Joey Leveroni taking it up. Now Colton Ives coming into the zone, puts a shot on, but it's turned away by Trey White. FM just trying to keep it in the zone here. They were unable to this time. Jonas Osterley putting it back for Charlotte Lorraine. Lorraine getting it back over for Osterley with 5 seconds left to go in this period here. And that'll be it for this eventful second period of play here at the Toyota Coliseum. The score after 2, 3-2 in favor of your FM Hornets. And the shots on the board are even at 25 apiece. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this wild card contest and this playoffs, it's win or go home. We've got 1 period left. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back with third period of action here on the Hornets Hockey Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hornets Hockey Network. We're back here at the Toyota Coliseum here at the Great New York State Fair for period 3 of the Fulton Raiders versus your FM Hornets. The score after 2 is 3-2 in favor of your FM Hornets. But for one of these teams, this period will be the last of their season. Anyways, as these Hornets get finished with their various and sundry stretches and warm-ups, we will get set for third period of action here at the Toyota Coliseum. One goalie's ready. The other is not. He's got his helmet off. Chris Finger now donning his mask. 2 goalies are now ready. Timekeepers are ready. We're ready up here. And third period of action is here on the Hornets Hockey Network as the Hornets win that faceoff back. Getting it back up for Jack Lalick. Getting it up for Trey White as he will glove that up 7 seconds into the period. Face-off one back by the Hornets. Fulton, though, getting that quick possession. Trying to lift a stick there was Jack Lalick. Coming in, though. Fulton coming around the corner. Loses it, though. Walker Thompson getting it back the other way. Fulton will regain possession. Gavin Patnode trying to knock that out. And coming up now was Patnode off the side, looking over his options. Coming into the Fulton end. Gets it in the corner there. He drops Ryan Long. And he will come around the corner towards the center there, but it's intercepted. And Fulton will take it the other way. Putting it into the Hornets end. Icing waved off to a deflection. Charlotte Lorraine getting it up for Capriati. Capriati up for Lalick. Lalick off his shins there. He's almost all alone, but it gets knocked away by Lucas Nelson, and he puts a big hit on in the corner. Fulton coming the other way now quickly, making some moves across, but it gets knocked away by Brian Tonkovich. He'll try to send it towards the center, but FM will regain possession, and Brian Tonkovich will get it up for Nico Capriati out of the zone. Capriati putting a shot on, blocked away by Trey White. It almost went out of play there as Capriati is dropped. Tonkovich trying to leave it there for Ives on the boards. Lucas Nelson getting it out. And the FM Hornets will try to get it changed for Nico Capriati. Getting it back up there is Jonas Ostley trying to get it up for Leveroni. He puts it forward. Coming in is Leveroni back in. Oh, and it's a pad save from Trey White. FM trying to keep it in there. Gets knocked away by Gavin Rodman. Or Rodman, I should say. This goes back into the Hornets' end. Yeah. Fulton getting a D-to-D. Shot. Save made by the toe of Chris Finger. Getting it back here towards the center. Fulton now putting a shot on. Save made by Finger, and he puts it back into the corner. Back up to the point man. Coming in. Shoots it, and it's blocked by traffic, and it goes into the corner, thankfully. Getting it back up to the point man. Other one now. Shot. Save made by Finger, and it goes wide. Fulton trying to work it in the zone here, but coming out with it is Joey Leveroni putting some jets on, trying to make some moves, but he doesn't get around Ryan Long, and going back the other way is Fulton, courtesy of Freddie White. Coming back into the zone, looking towards the center. D-man with a shot, and it's, oh man! And I believe that went into the pants of Gavin Patnode. Ooh, and he is reeling. You wonder if that hit him between his legs. He's almost motioning like it might have. Thankfully, he's all right. He'll play another shift. And the faceoff will be to the right of Chris Finger. Faceoff one forward by Fulton, but getting it in the corner is Walker Thompson. Getting it around for Michael LeDuc. LeDuc stopping it there on the boards. Fulton trying to regain possession. LeDuc getting it back up. And Will Sanzone will get it out of the zone. Ryan Long, though, sending it over for Lucas with the FM Hornets. Getting it back. Sanzone the shot. Save made by Trey White. .53 left to go in this third period of play. Face off. One back by Fulton. They'll take possession of it. Ryan Long getting it around for Dylan Burke. Burke off the boards. Trying to get it up there for John LaPlante. Knocked away by Kevin Patnode. He'll put a hit on, and both of them will be scrumming behind the net here. LaPlante comes back out with it. He shoots it, and it goes off several players there, and it goes to the boards as Connor McDonald will get it off the boards and out of the zone. Back over for Lucas Nelson. Putting on some hits, though, or some Hornets. They'll get it the other way, but Fulton will gain possession of it back off the boards, and that will be ruled an icing as nobody touched it before it cleared the goal line. Face off now. And the Fulton Raiders end to the left of Trey White. Face off one back for the Hornets. Brian Tonkovich with a shot, but it goes wide. Capriati going over to the boards for it. Tried to send it back towards the center, but the Hornets are unable to keep it in. Charlotte Lorraine faces some difficulty in the neutral zone here. Fulton coming back in, trying to put it on net, but it's gloved down by Chris Finger. .55 left to go in this third period of play. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. Face off one to the side. The Hornets will try to get it out of the zone, courtesy of Charlotte Lorraine there. Raiders keeping it in, but it's off the legs there. Brady Moore coming up with it. Getting it into the Fulton end, trying to send it towards the center. But Fulton will regain possession. Keeping it in, though, is Brian Tonkovich. Over for Capriati. Capriati used some good luck today. He's faced a lot of difficulty. But Fulton will get possession of it with a 2-on-2 here coming into the Hornets' end. Makes a move. Brian Tonkovich with a stick, though, and it goes over the net after a second shot there. Brady Moore sending it off the boards. Capriati putting on as much speed as he can to try and get that, but Fulton will get it back, putting it wide of the net. And Golden Ives will go over to the boards for it. Stopping it there, getting it off the boards for Jonas Oshley. Wow, what a unique way to get it through his own legs backwards. He'll take it, but the boards there robbed him of his stick. He stayed with the puck, tried to handle it with his feet. But Jonas Oshley will get it out of the Hornets' end. Fulton, though, keen to get it quickly back in. Charlotte Lorraine getting a hit put on him by Gavin Rodman. And Charlotte Lorraine is quick to drop Rodman. Rodman complaining to the ref here. But he will get no call. And Gavin Patnode almost dropping it there. Oh, man, it went over the net, thankfully. Off the back of Golden Ives, now in the corner. Charlotte Lorraine keen to put some big hits on. And a penalty will be coming. I am not sure to who. It's unclear. And I don't think even the players on the ice know who's going to the box. And it will be Charlie Lorraine going to the box for 2 minutes for these Hornets. And for these next 2 minutes, the Hornets will be on the penalty kill with 11:16 left to go in the third. And the shots on the board are equal. I can guess that Fulton basically licking their lips now for as good of a chance as they're going to get. Nico Capriati intercepting it. He's up with speed. Putting on some pressure in the zone. Trying to get it back there. But Fulton will regain possession. Taking it the other way. Coming into the Hornets' end. But that will be an offside, sir. And one of those Raiders was just a bit too keen to get in the zone. Face off in the neutral zone. Right alongside the FM board, or FM bench here. And those referees are ruling that Joey Leveroni got off the ice after the whistle was blown. Once that whistle is blown, you cannot make any player substitutions. Face off one back by Fulton. Capriati coming up with it, and a big hit put on by Lucas Nelson again. Seems those two have had certainly a vendetta here today. Capriati coming back across. Lucas Nelson with the puck coming into the FM Hornets zone. Getting it back into the corner. Brian Tonkovich to put some pressure on. Coming around behind the net. Looking over his options. Gets it up to the D-man. D to D. He tried to take a slap shot there. He wasn't able to get a shot off. It'll go into the corner now. Jonas Ostley with it, trying to just kill some time here. And he is keeping that puck on the boards. And some hands are being thrown here by some of those Fulton players. Coming almost out with it was Jonas Ostley, but Fulton will instead take it, getting it up to Ryan Long. Getting it across to the other D here. He'll take a shot, but it's off the leg of Ostley into the corner. Fulton coming back around with it. Cycling it back into the corner once again. Back up to the D-man who is not there, and it'll go all the way back into the Fulton, I should say. The other F team into their zone. Fulton getting something set up now. As Nico Tartabone coming up with it. Making some moves there was Gavin Rodman. Sending it over for Freddie White. White in the corner. Getting it over for Walker Thompson of the FM Hornets. He will reverse it. Getting it over for Jack Lawlick. Lawlick off the boards. And that will be down the length of the ice. And the Hornets have killed off their penalty. Fulton facing some difficulty as Jack Lawlick puts it behind him as he's on his rear end there. But Fulton putting it back into the FM Hornets zone. But keeping it there is Fulton. They'll try to get it behind Chris Finger, but Finger, they'll cover it. 8:51 left to go in this third period of play. Face off to the right of Chris Finger and the FM Hornets end. Fulton winning it back to the D. But it gets off the legs of Brady Moore there. Trey White will come out. He'll put it off to the other side. Capriati intercepting it over on the boards. Trying to make something happen. He pickpockets it. Taking it into the zone. Puts it just wide of the net there. Brady Moore will instead pick it up. Trying to leave it for Jack Lawlick there. He was unfortunately too far away. Charlie Lorraine, though, will send it back the other way. Fulton will be forced to regroup. Capriati putting on some pressure, forcing that Fulton Raiders player to go the other way. Back to Capriati behind the net, trying to pass it out for Brady Moore. Capriati coming around with it, sends it up for Lorraine. Lorraine shoots, save made by Trey White. Lorraine keeping it in for the Hornets. Lorraine keeping it in again for the Hornets, and I believe they have lost it. And yes, that went in the bench of the Fulton Raiders. And with 7:58 left to go in this third period. Face-off will be to the left of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders zone. Face-off one back for the Hornets. Michael LeDuc trying to put a shot off, but it goes off the foot there, Freddie White. Keeping it in those. Patnode with a shot, but it went off the legs there. Tyler Bertrand. Bertrand with it now. Getting pickpocketed by Connor McDonald. McDonald back for Sanzone. Sanzone trying to get it towards the center, but he didn't get the pass off. McDonald coming around, trying to get it over for Michael LeDuc. But they are unable to keep it in. As Connor McDonald sending it back into the zone. Fulton there trying to get a cheeky stretch pass. But it goes to the stick of Gavin Patnode, who takes it towards the center. Puts it on net, and Trey White will catch it. .7:14 left to go in this third period of play. Face off to the left of Trey White. And that center for the Fulton Raiders was thrown out there. And I guess those wingmen were a bit too eager. Charlotte Lorraine with it, putting a shot on. It gets deflected wide of the net. Fulton just trying to get it out of their zone here. Golden Knives back to Jonas Osterley. Osterley with a shot, but it goes just over the net. Brian Tonkovich will pinch in, putting it into the other corner. Golden Knives going back to get it. Ives keeping it on the board. Comes out though, Leveroni trying to take it, but instead, Fulton will take it courtesy of number 10, Daniel Devendorf. But FM will get it back into the zone of the Fulton Raiders. Coming out with it though is Lucas Nelson, coming through the center, over towards the side, and he doesn't get a shot off, nor does he get a pass off. As Jonas Osterley sends it off the boards there, and Joey Leveroni's up with speed, and that icing is ruled off. Leveroni coming around with it, and he loses it at the blue line. He and number 44, Ryan Long, both jockeying forward as they went down the ice. Leveroni will come out with it, coming up the ice with speed. All the speed that he has left. One more rush, coming towards the center, but he's unable to get a shot off. And that will be an icing. And the FM Hornets will go for a full line change. Exactly 6 minutes left to go in this third period of play. Face off to the left of Trey White and the Fulton Raiders end. Face off one to the side there. Keeping it in though is Gavin Patnode for the Hornets. Getting it there. Tyler Bertrand. He'll send it around for Nico Tardabone. Tardabone coming out with it. He sticks it forward. Gavin Patnode trying to keep it the other way, but trying to put a shot on there was Freddie White. He's battling on the boards. Fulton will get it, put it a shot on, and it goes over the net. Hugh Capriati going over to the boards. Tyler Bertrand there with it as well. Patnode putting it forward, but keeping it in there was Fulton. They'll try to get it up for Jack Lawlick. Gavin Patnode trying to get it over for Fulton, and they get a half-ass shot off. And thankfully, Chris Finger is able to cover it. Face off to the right of Chris Finger in the FM Hornets end. One back by Fulton. They'll take a shot. Save made by Finger, and he will choose to cover. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. One back by Fulton again to the same man. Little Sands on there. Going into the corner, but it comes out. Michael LeDuc getting it off the boards. Lucas Nelson keeping it in, and it goes into the corner off a deflection. Will Sanzone just trying to get it out of the Hornets' end here. He'll save it with his skate, but Fulton will take it back in deeper. Looking over his options as he comes around the net. Sends it back up to the point man. Lucas Nelson with a shot, and it's turned away by Charlie Lorraine there. Save made by Finger, and he will cover it. And boy, those shots are coming quickly. Chris Finger having to exercise his hand there. Not sure if it's just cold or it hurts. But with 4:38 left to go in this third period, FM will win the faceoff back, but Fulton will take it quickly. Get it up, though. Joey Leveroni will intercept it, and he's unable to get it up for Colton Ives. As Fulton trying to take it the other way. Jonas Osterley sending it back towards the center. Colton Ives trying to knock it forward, but Fulton will take it the other way. Going around there, sending it back towards the center with a shot, and it's through traffic, and it's covered by Chris Finger. .4:11 left to go in this third period of play. Face off to the left of Chris Finger. One back. Fulton taking it, though, trying to put it right across the crease. Fulton getting it in the corner. Back up to the point man. Lucas Nelson with it. Brady Moore trying to put it back off the boards to get it the other way. He tried to put a skate in, try to kick it forward. Fulton will keep it in. Brady Moore is without a stick. Gavin Patno now defending it behind the net. He's coming out with it as Jack Lawlick. He will put it off the other way, and it'll get past Lucas Nelson. And that referee whistled that down. I'm not sure, as usually when referees make a mistake like that, they usually do a face-off to where it was last. And I'm pretty sure it was last to the left of Trey White. Fulton coach is looking for a little bit of an explanation as to what went on there. I believe Trey White just touched it with his stick just before it went over the goal line. Therefore, it would have been a waved off icing. But no matter. We'll have a face-off in the center. About as even as you can get. Ryan Tonkovich sending it over for Lorraine. Over to Moore. Moore up for Lawlick. He's unable to catch that pass, though. Nico Capriati will try to put some pressure on, but it goes into the Hornets' end. Lorraine over for Tonkovich. Tonkovich off the boards, and it goes through. And Nico Capriati and Brady Moore will put the Jets on. Nico Capriati getting muscled out there by Jack Hayes, number 18 of Fulton. With 3:13 left to go in this third period, you'd imagine that Fulton would be pushing as hard as they could against these FM Hornets. Putting it back. Hornets, Tonkovich with a shot, but it gets deflected by the stick of Jack Hayes. Hornets will send it back in. Waved off icing. Golden Ives with it now. Ives trying to get a skate on it. He leaves for Joey Leveroni. Staying in along those boards there as Jonas Osterley comes in to help. Leveroni coming out with it. And he gets pickpocketed there by Freddie White. He'll get a stretch pass up for a cherry picker. But no, sir, you will not get that stretch pass. That will instead be an icing. Fulton seem to be pulling out all the stops here. Trying every single strategy they can, including cherry picking now. Fulton winning it to the side. Ryan Long getting it around the corner there. Almost keeping it in there was Joey Leveroni. It did stay in for just a minute. Jonas Osterley getting it up for Leveroni. Back over to Osterley. Osterley sending it across, trying to get it into the corner. Ryan Long instead will take it. Joey Leveroni, though, putting it back into the corner. Golden Ives will chase. Ives getting rather steamrolled there by number 12, Lucas Nelson. He's able to put a shot on, but it's gloved down by Trey White. .2:13 left to go in the third period of play. Face off to the left of Trey White. From the Fulton Raiders end. Fulton winning it back into the corner. Trying to get it out here. Jonas Osterley, though. Working with Joey Leveroni in that corner. Keep it on the boards here. Leveroni coming out with it. Facing some pressure still from Daniel Devendorf. And now Jonas Osterley putting some pressure on Devendorf himself. Now putting a hit on. Fulton will try to get that over to the other D here. Joey Leveroni and Jonas Osterley just trying to kill some time here. Kill the clock as much as they can. Both of them trying to keep it on the boards here. It'll squirt out for Fulton, and he will dive for that puck. Wow, Joey Leveroni is committed. Keeping it on the boards here, trying to waste the clock. Leveroni in sand zone, doing the best they can against this Fulton team. But Fulton will get it out of their own end. Charlotte Lorraine sending it back in. They'll put it right off the boards, and it goes right back to the glove of Trey White. As it came across his crease, not willing to take any risks, he will cover it. 1:10 left to go in this third period of play. And the face-up, and the timeout now called by the Fulton Raiders. With 1:10 left to go in the third, they're down by 1 goal. They will most certainly be pulling Trey White for an extra attacker if they can get it down into the Hornets' end. The Hornets, their number one objective right now is to kill that clock. They want this 1:10 to be the quickest 1:10 that they've ever seen. Now discussing strategies here. We've had quite the game here. Fulton has pulled out all their physicality. And they've been able to find Twine where they can. And the Hornets finding Twine as well. Colton Ives having quite a good game thus far. 2 on the board for him. The Fulton Raiders breaking from their huddle. And these Hornets now breaking from their huddle. Chase off to the left of Trey White in the Fulton Raiders zone with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in this third period. Face off one to the side by the Hornets. Fulton, though, getting it around. Ryan Long icing it high and out, and Brian Tonkovich trying to dump that back in. Ryan Long will get it back. He puts it up, and Fulton will pull Trey White. Charlotte Lorraine just trying to get it off the boards here. Will Sanzo trying to knock it out of the zone that's on the boards. Charlotte Lorraine getting it up for Joey Leveroni. He's all alone on an empty net. And he puts it in, and the Hornets will go up 4-2. Joey Leveroni, now I believe equaling his score back up with Jonas Osterley with his 6th goal of the season. Doesn't matter if it was empty net or not. A goal is a goal. Face off, one forward by the Hornets. Fulton getting it over to the boards. 33 seconds left to go in this third period. Capriati coming up. Lalick putting it back in. Capriati going in for some pressure. 20 seconds to go. Capriati putting some pressure on his arch nemesis for this game, Lucas Nelson. Brady Moore with a shot. And it's turned away by Trey White. 10 seconds to go. And coming back up, Freddie White one more time. Pass it across, and it goes over into the corner. 1 to go. And the Hornets will be moving on. Final score, after 3 periods of play, 4-2 for the FM Hornets. And that will be the end of the season for these Fulton Raiders. The victory will go to the FM Hornets. 4-2 being the final score. The shots on goal even at 33 apiece. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've had quite the game here tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. And on Thursday, we will have the next round as your FM Hornets go against the Beeville Bees. It's the Battle of the Bees, round 2, now in the playoffs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you will join us on Thursday for our next round against the Beeville Bees. But for now, we're signing off. Final score, 4-2, FM Hornets over the Fulton Raiders. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did myself. And we will wish you all a great night. From all of us here at the Hornets Hockey Network, have a good one.